Hello. I've been so caught up with everything that's been going on in the outside that I've forgotten to give you guys update on what's going on in the inside garden with my seedlings and everything else. So I'm going to show you guys now. I have lots of things going on. Some of them are new and some of them are just little updates on what I've had before. As you can tell, I brought my seedlings down to the basement where I have two grow lights set up here. These are just regular shop lights that I got from Walmart, and they seem to be doing just fine with them. I mean, some of them I don't know about, but you know, overall they just seem to be doing much better than on the window as far as growth is concerned. As you can see, here are my tomatoes. Let's see if I can move this out of the way here. This right here is my Tumbling Tom tomatoes. This is my tomatillo, and if you can tell, they've grown amazingly. I mean, since I brought them out, you know, I repotted them because they were very long and lanky, much like this one right here. But I repotted them a little deeper so that the long stem will, you know, be covered, and that will make the plant a bit stronger too, because they'll grow roots and you'll become stronger. But you see my Tumbling Toms, and that's another tomatillo there, which is looking awesome. Another Tumbling Tom. Okay. Now, these are the eggplants that I planted from the Dominican Republic from my trip from there. And a lot of them are not looking so great. Like this one right here is all yellow. But this one seems to be doing just fine, so hopefully we'll be able to plant at least one just to see what it does. This one doesn't look too bad either. I have noticed, though, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this in the camera. Probably not. The lighting doesn't help. But I've noticed that I have some green algae growing on the top of the soil in some of the plants. Not all of them, just some. So I was just wondering if that is something that's really bad and what should I do about it. So if you guys have any suggestions, I would really appreciate it. Alright, down here I have my pineapple tomatoes, which are growing nice and tall, and they're looking just wonderful. You know, they're getting much bigger, getting lots of new leaves going there, which I was a little worried about when they were in the window, because it just didn't look like they were growing at the pace that they should have. But they seem to be doing just fine. These are my watermelons. They're also getting brand new leaves there. There you go. So they're looking great. Now back here, these you can see a little better without me having to lift the light, because this light over here is a little much lower than the one in the back, because these seedlings are shorter from the sides here. But right here I have my peppers plants. Now they're growing really good, but I am noticing, like on the bottom there, I don't know if you can tell, some of the roots are poking out from the top and also poking out. So I'm thinking about repotting these. This Jiffy seed tray system I didn't really like that much. I don't know, I just didn't really like the way that the you manage the plants and all that, and I'm seeing that it's not big enough, I guess, for the root system. They are really just poking out everywhere, so I'm going to repot these into cups. These right here are some zucchinis that I picked up from my nursery trip this weekend, and this is a bowl zucchini squash, and they look great. I chose not to start them from seed. I do have some seeds that I will be planting into the ground, and I'm going to be direct seeding them. So hopefully we'll have some zucchinis from this, and we'll see how the seeds turn out when I direct seed them. I have 2 of those, and then over here I have some Ichiban eggplant going. Okay, and that's how they look. I have 2 of those. I haven't tried these. I had one the first year that we started gardening, but it was shaded out by the madness that went on in the garden, mainly because we weren't really used to gardening. It was our first year, and we didn't know how everything grew. So this year we're much more experienced, and we will definitely place it in a spot where it doesn't get shaded out, and we'll get some Ichiban eggplant. Now here you see some of the lettuce that I have pulled out. I don't know if you've seen that video, but I had a whole bunch of lettuce growing in the seed tray, and I pulled them out, and I'm glad that I did, because they would have gotten shaded out by all the peppers here. If you can tell, they don't have much space in between, so which is another reason why I don't really like this seed tray system much, because you can't really plant every one of them, because things will get shaded out by the taller plants. So yeah, so I'm glad that I pulled those out. So these right here are just growing now, and I'm just letting them do their thing and see what happens. They're still quite lanky looking, and but I figure that the least that I could do is just have some of those for a mini salad, I guess. I'm just letting them go and see how big they get. Back here, let's see, I have a cilantro that I did not plant myself. This I picked up today, actually, from the grocery store. They were for $2, this little pot of cilantro. So I snipped off the tops of it, and I cooked with them. And I'm going to put them on here and see if they just keep growing for me. It did say to place it in a sunny window, and it should do well, but I don't have a lot of light coming through on my windows, a lot of sunlight coming through on my windows, so I just put it underneath here and see what it does. So yeah, that is all I have for you. I just finished watching Alan 2045 video on her seedlings, and she had on there, she would place some aluminum foil tins in the back of her grow lights, and she would put aluminum foil on some cardboard and place it on there to enhance the light. So I will be definitely trying that method and see if that will enhance some of the light in here and help these plants grow, because they are definitely growing, but I feel as though they could be growing a little faster. I see other people's seedlings are faster, are growing faster. So yeah, I will definitely do that tomorrow, and I will give you guys an update as soon as I can with these things. Okay, thanks, bye bye.